Today we're going to talk about starting Squad 5.1 and engaging the pump. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure that the master switch, that is what is located here underneath the driver's seat, you're going to want to make sure that you turn that to the on position. Now once the master power is turned on, the next thing you're going to want to look for is the ignition switch. You're going to want to turn that to the right. That is located by your right knee when you're sitting in the seat. Okay, once you turn that ignition switch to the right, as you can see, everything's going to light up. All your gauges are going to make some movements. Go ahead and allow that process to happen. Once that process is done, then next you're going to go ahead and hit the start button. All right, as you can see, you have 2 green lights and the truck is running. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the truck is in neutral and that the parking brake is set, which is indicated by this light right here. As I previously said, make sure the truck is in neutral and the parking brake is set. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the pump shift lever here. We're going to go halfway and then we're going to go all the way down. So what you're seeing is the light has went from road gear to pump gear and also indicating that the pump is engaged. The next step in the process, as I've said before, make sure your foot is on the brake. Make sure that your parking brake is set, that it's going to be shown right here. And you're going to take your shift selector and you're going to move it to the dry position. What you should see here is this automatically going in 4th gear and then the second 4th gear kicking in. It is crucial to make sure the switch is into 4th gear. Any other gear means that it is still in road mode and it can roll. It is normal to have movement on the tachometer and the speedometer of the truck. The tachometer does coincide with the RPM gauge on the pump panel of the truck. Another indication that you are okay to start pumping is this light will turn on and it will say okay to pump. This means you are now okay to start pumping. Okay, a crucial step after you get the pump engaged, you're going to want to come and look at this valve right here and make sure that this valve is full, tank to pump. The next one you're going to want to look at is tank fill. There are some indicators on it. You're going to want to keep it in the blue range here for pump circulation. That is what that blue indicates on the lever. As you can see, it does give a description where you should have this pulled out at. For pump circulation, you can just use this right here, somewhere within that blue range. If you're filling your tank, depending on how much water you got, you can pull this all the way out. So we're going to go ahead and run it into pump circulation mode here. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to choose whether you want to use pressure mode or RPM mode. If you're not real experienced with a pump, I suggest using pressure mode. You also do have some lights here for indication on different things going on with the truck. You also have a stop engine light and a check engine light here if one does happen to appear in the cab. To get the pump going, we like to start our pressures out. We will set our preset here. As you see, the truck will automatically idle up to 105 psi on the gauge there. Once they have the hose bed completely cleaned out, then you can go ahead and charge the line for the corresponding valve that you need to pull. Like here on the side of the truck, we have everything's color coded. You have it showing rear frost lay, and it also has foam on it. Just below that, rear frost lay with foam. In front of that, this is going to be the smooth bore nozzle. That's going to be yellow. Front crosslay foam, front crosslay foam. As you can see, the hose is yellow. Front jump line, that's green. Of course, the line on the front of our truck is green. This is going to be to turn on your foam. You just use the power switch here and then select what percentage you would like to have the truck run at. Okay, that's my basic demonstration of how to start the pump. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the shutdown process of taking the truck back out of comp. What I am going to do, let's go ahead and you can turn this here, or you can hit the middle button, which takes the truck automatically down to an idle. Okay, once you got the truck down to an idle, you're just reversing the process that you did before. So the first thing you're going to do is put your foot on the brake. The next thing you're going to do is put the truck into neutral. What you'll see is the gauge move here down to 0, and your transmission will shift to neutral and neutral on both sides. And then the final step in the process is to take the pump shift knob, pull it out, go up halfway, and then finish the process with it all the way to the up position. What you will then see happen is this light here that said pump engage turned off, and the truck went from pump mode to road mode. This time you are now out of pump gear and you are able to drive the truck as normal.